I got you. So Miss Wimberly said, who really has it all together though? Like, what does that mean for real? Well, I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that when it comes to men. Some men have reached their pinnacle in this life, whatever that may be. It may be a small business, it may be a Fortune 500 company. It may be just that they are about to retire from training, but they're stable. Everything is good. They got it all together. Even bringing you on board, being they old lady now, to them, that's their, I got all my shit together. I don't have extra unforeseen. I mean, the only thing that could come against me is the unforeseen. Everything's in order. I got a balanced work-life situation. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by got their shit together. You ain't owing the IRS $50,000 motherfucking dollars because you just neglected to pay. You know what I'm saying? You ain't out here still arguing with your baby mamas back and forth. Nah, you done found a way to bridge the gap in communication in that area. Just to co-parent. That's what I mean by got your shit together. It's not really a level of status for each and every household. Just like the way Miss Sanders runs her household in a relationship may be very different from how I choose to run my household in a relationship, or it may be similar. Either way, everybody got their own way of believing what stable is as opposed to unstable. You just pick your partner accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Miss Wimberly said, oh, I'm going to match energy all day, laugh out loud. That's toxic, though. What do you think about matching energy, Miss Sanders?
For me.
Talk to the ladies.
Talk to the ladies, matching energy?
Yeah.
I'm not allowing someone in my space who's not on my wavelength. You don't get to dictate my day. Your energy doesn't get to dictate mine, because this is me all day, every day. Whereas yesterday was Monday, many people woke up like, dang, it's Monday, I gotta go back to work. I woke up thinking, you know what? Somebody didn't wake up today to complain about Monday. That's my mindset every day. That's my mindset every day, living in a pandemic with extra going on. Somebody didn't even wake up today. Let me tell Alexa to play my gospel playlist so I can get ready for work. If I'm running late, guess what? Something must have held me up to stop something. I'm always finding a silver line, because there's always one to be found, even if it's as simple as I'm just here alive enough to have a problem with it. I'm alive to have a problem with it. Somebody disrespect me at work. I've worked with people who I've known talked about me, who have accused me based on the color of my skin of things that I have never done. Maybe many African-American women like to fight. You accused me of something like that when I didn't do anything. And so I sat there and I listened to the accusations, and I got up and dismissed myself from the room. What you won't do is get the reaction that you want. What you want me to do is curse you out and act foolish. What you won't get is me cursing you acting foolish. You won't get that from me. You don't even get to pull that from me. It may have made me upset. I may have went to the bathroom and cried it off and wiped my face and got it together. But you didn't get your reaction.
The thug didn't go to the bathroom.
Thugs cry. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
The thug didn't go to the bathroom.
Thugs cry.
Not the woman that won't let a man be a man in a relationship.
No. Don't do that. Because we were going there when Mr. Somebody asked, who am I looking for? I would love no more than to be in a relationship under a man who loves Christ, that I can be submissive to and follow him as he follows Christ. No matter how dominant or aggressive my personality may be, I need to be able to handle that and be like, babe, I got this. Don't worry about it. We're good. Don't worry about it. I got it. No, let me handle this. I promise you, we're good. Don't let it fall. Don't tell me we're good and let it fall. Because if you let it fall, then I'll be like, nah, man, I got to pick it up. Let me be the woman and you be the man. Let me do the cooking, the cleaning, the getting the kids together. Let me work, and then let me take care of you. Because I'm the one that's going to get up in the morning and make coffee and cook breakfast at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning because you got a 5 o'clock shift.
We breaking up. We breaking up just from that order. You just said you'll take care of a man, But you didn't take care of him going straight to breakfast.
You said going straight to breakfast.
I need you to roll over to me first, then.
Hold on. Hold on. Hey.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about no coffee. I'm fucking with you. You know I know what
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
hell yeah, really.
Okay.
I'm telling the people who I am.
Then what's understood don't have to be said, I thought.
Hello. But
okay.
I'm just making it clear who
but
I am.
That's the person that I am. I'm one that, I don't want my man eating at no cafeteria, and I'm not saying I'm better than that. I'm saying as a wife, that's the person that I picture as a wife. If my man got to be at work at 5 and I'm on summer vacation because I work through the year and I'm off in the summer, why would I not wake up with him, make coffee and breakfast, and pack lunch because I get to go back to bed and he has to go work? What's too much? I get to sleep for 5, 6, 7 more hours.
That's dope.
That's not selfish. I don't want my man eating at the cafeteria. 1, you're wasting money, and 2, honestly, I don't want nobody feeding my man.
That's dope.
If you buying a plate from somebody, what are they cooking and what they putting in your food? Because I don't trust it. Because I can cook. I meal prep on Sundays. So your meal for the week, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, is set. So
Mr.
all you have
Luna,
to do is come in and grab something.
I'm sorry. I was sending love to the people popping in here. Mr. Luna, blessings. Go ahead. That's dope, though. You're saying you don't even trust the meals from outside sources.
No, I don't want nobody.
You're going to make sure that shit is together.
I know what. Listen, I've heard stories. I will never have a female put nothing in my man's food. And you damn sure ain't eat nobody spaghetti or chili.
Oh, hell no.
But my thing is, why you eating who? Who cooked that? Why? Because your meal has been packed for the week. You have 3 options. And if you decide on the way home that you changed your mind, let me run to the store. And it may seem surreal, but this is just how I was raised, and this is just the person that I am. I love cooking and I love taking care of my man. Have I learned over the years how to perfect it? Yes. Do I feel like I'm less than him? No. Because if my back hurt, guess what? Can I get a back rub? If my feet hurt, can I get a foot rub? You don't do feet? Can I go get a pedicure? I'm going to get my massage. I'm going to go get my nails and toes done. I'm going to keep my hair done.
I'm going to ask you a question that's about to stump you. Can you forgive a man cheating?
Absolutely.
Why you say
did you learn from what you did?
Explain how you can forgive that
Did
easily.
Did you learn from what you did? Did you learn from what you did? And are you willing to have a heart-to-heart conversation about what you did and why you did it?
So you want details or not?
No. I don't want no details in what y'all did, because that's gonna sting, and that's gonna stick with me. You cheated. Did you learn? Now we're gonna have a conversation about why. And are you willing to stick around while I heal from it? Because although I don't want the details, there's a healing process that comes with you stepping out with another female that makes me feel less than. Why was I not enough? That's the first thing most females think. Why was I not enough? So now I need you to stick around for the tough questions. Because the tough question isn't, did you cheat? Yeah, okay, you out of here. People make mistakes. That's just what it is. And if we want to take it back, I've just had, in the last few years of my life, forgiving people is just a thing for me, man. Like, you can't have that control over me anymore.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you understand that all men don't cheat because you're not enough?
I do.
Like, that's not the issue?
I have learned that over the years. And I've heard this, and it was from a female, so correct me if I'm wrong. I've heard this, that what a man does when you're with him is how he feels about you. What he does when you're not with him is how he feels about himself. I don't know if that's true.
That can be true. However, are you familiar with the fact that we can literally fuck a woman, not know her name, not care about where she came from, none of that weird shit, and come home and still be in love with you?
Weird, huh?
It could just be well, I call it weird shit because we don't typically build relationships unless we're trying to keep it. You guys, on the other hand, y'all micro cheat first, then cheat. And I say micro cheat because you want to have conversations, you want to link, you want to see each other. From time to time.
Emotional.
It's an emotional bond. Before we don't need a bond, we just need a moment.
Why you couldn't have that moment
I'm
with
gonna
me?
get this. I'm gonna release this. Whatever I'm feeling, I'm gonna release this, and it is about us, less about the woman. You might have the goods that help me to get there, but normally it's us dealing with us.
Now, why couldn't you deal with you and your release with me?
I won't say it's not it's not right.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just asking why step out? Why couldn't you?
Naturally, there's tension in the home that hasn't been discussed or has but not resolved.
Okay.
Naturally, there's something there that is a shield. Some men just don't have the discipline.
Right.
Let's be honest. Just like women.
Right.
There are some women that just don't have the discipline to keep it to themselves. Or I always ask this question: how did you have the courage to cheat in a well-known spot where everybody know you and your girl name, but didn't have the courage to call your girl and tell her you about to cheat? Because she's going to find out anyway with all these eyes on you.
First of all, women going to find out anyway.
That's not always true. I want to assure you that that's not always true.
We'll move on.
However,
continue.
You can speak for your experiences, but I'm going to tell you it's not always true. But Mr. Leo, I want to read these comments and then we'll get to however you felt about what I had to say. If she forgive me, I'm going to think it's because she did it first. That's a very interesting statement. I actually love it. Interesting. Coming from a male. Miss Wimberly says nobody's perfect. We all know men think with their thingy. That's the biggest myth on planet Earth. Because how many times have you seen men and women argue and the woman yell out, "You knew exactly what the fuck you was doing"? And we did.
And you did.
We wasn't thinking with our thingy. It was up here the whole time.
Had it planned.
It's just, it's easier to say we think with our D. No, we don't. We know what the fuck we doing, and we make a choice and we move forward. Mr. Luna says, normally it's us dealing with us. He agreed with you. So moving forward, I want to know, how is it, you said you've come to forgive men or your partner, whoever that might be.
Nobody.
You've come to know that you can forgive a man for cheating because of how life has shaped you up to now.
Okay.
You know that even in the future, if you commit fully, you're able to say, "Yo, cheating ass, what you do?" And endure that cheating if the love is real.
Okay, let me go back and correct you. My partner that I don't have. I have none.
No, I know you don't. You a little single. We got slides in the kitchen. Let's keep
slides in the kitchen. I'm a little single. Next, when it comes to forgiving, growth, I have been to a place in my life where I've always had faith. I've always believed in Jesus Christ. And that's a non-negotiable for me. Mr. Whoever it was that asked, that's one of them. That's a non-negotiable for me is Christ. I do believe people make mistakes. People make mistakes, and making a mistake doesn't make you a bad person.
It's not a mistake, though. We made a conscious decision.
You made a conscious decision. Okay. So, for instance, a child throws the ball across the room and hits somebody. You made a bad decision.
Was getting caught.
Let's not say a mistake. Let's say you made a bad decision.
Bad decision.
You made a bad decision. I need to know
that.
Why. You're gonna have some tough conversation. And honestly, after our conversation, you're probably gonna say, you know what? I don't want to even deal with these questions. I'm out before I say you're out because you cheated. I want to know why.
Most people would be out because they don't want to deal with your healing process. Because they don't know what that entails. They don't know what the punishment is.
A woman doesn't know what it entails. The person who was cheated on don't even know what it entails.
That's what I'm saying. It's so unpredictable that they
nor how long it takes, nor what it looks like. It could be a smell. It could be an action. It could be something in the bedroom. It could be us riding in a car and I just have a memory, a flashback. It could
What you
be
say about a
anything.
smell?
I said it could be a smell.
What could be a smell?
It could be a smell. Like anything could be a trigger. You would have triggers. You have triggers
for the one that's been hurt.
that has been hurt.
Okay.
So you could be 5 years out of this infidelity and it's tearing you up because something came across your mind. You watched a movie, you heard a song, and something.
Okay, little baby.
It was a trigger.
Now I got a question for you. And you got to answer me truthfully like you've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Does the punishment match the crime at this point? 5 years?
And it's a trigger?
Does the punishment match the crime at this point? 5 years?
This is the thing. It's a trigger.
Moment?
It's a trigger. I didn't say it's the right to throw it back up in their face. Because once I forgive you and we've had this conversation, it's not an instant forgiveness. Once I forgive you and we've had this conversation and I've agreed to move on and we're going to work it out, that's it. That's it. That's supposed to be it on my end. I'm not saying it's not going to hurt. I'm saying it's
I'm
going
not
to
even
look
saying
different.
you might bring it up again.
No,
but I'm talking about
you're not allowed to do that.
You mentioned 5 years, and I've seen this happen. 5 years. Do you think that's a bit extensive?
Nope. It's
for
a
him
trigger.
to be punished?
Especially if you did not get it. Especially if you haven't healed from it. It depends on the intensity of what the situation was.
He fucked the girl. I told you. He fucked somebody. Playing.
Okay. How long?
He done went off.
How long was this? Was this a one-time thing?
Okay, let me paint the picture. Let me paint the scenario for you. For about 3 months, y'all ain't seen eye to eye.
Mm-hmm.
3 months. You getting lonely. He getting lonely, even in the presence of each other.
Mm-hmm.
He go off, get fucked up, and fuck somebody. You find out. He admit to it. It is now 5 years later. Something trigger you.
That was a one-time situation.
Still one-time situation.
No.
Does the punishment still match the crime?
No, and you keep saying the punishment because triggers are not punishments.
It is. The
Listen,
punishment.
no. A trigger is not a punishment. A trigger is something that comes across and reminds me of the situation. Just because I'm reminded and it comes up and it bothers me doesn't mean it has to come out of my mouth. Because if I've agreed to forgive you and move on, after we've gotten through this process and you've understood and we're working on it, I don't even want to bring it up. Even though it may come into my mind, it doesn't have to come out of my mouth because I know this is an ultimate setback for our relationship and I don't even want to go there. So it may come to my mind, but I'm not going to say nothing about it. I'm sorry?
What do we know about communication?
What do we know about communication?
There's more than one way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be verbally.
It doesn't.
Your actions. If you're in a fucked up mood, we know it.
And you do.
If something's bothering you, we know it. Especially if I've been your partner for at least 5 years. I can see something is bothering you. I come home in a good mood, you come home triggered. That does not. And
so this is what you do. This is what you do. Or this is what I would prefer you to do. This is what I would come up with. Because after so long, I'm going to tell you.
Question, you already answering it. Go ahead.
This is what I'm going to tell you.
What do you prefer a man do in this situation for you?
After we've had this conversation, and this conversation isn't a sit down all day, all night. It may be a conversation over a period of time. It may take me weeks to really get through to forgiving you and us be like, okay.
Oh, let's make the trigger the fact that you saw the same girl at your job that just started working there. Let's make that.
So I have a couple decisions to make.
Let's go.
I'm gonna stay there. I'm gonna stay there and pull it together because I know what my man has told me. I know we solid. I believe in what we doing, and I'm over you because you were just for a night. Or I'm not to that place yet, and I choose to transfer elsewhere.
How?
Excuse me?
How?
I can transfer jobs. If it's that big of a deal.
Oh, I thought you meant go fuck another nigga.
No. She's working at the job that I'm now at, and
you said
this is who you. Those are my choices.
Okay, so now how do you deal with expending that energy when you get home to this man that don't even know you've been triggered like that?
I'm gonna let you know. Conversation. I'm gonna let you know, babe. Guess what? You ain't never gonna believe who got a job up there with me. Such and such.
Damn, now you just fucked my whole night up.
And I'm gonna say, imagine what it did to me at work. And we're gonna have
punishment match.
No. This is conversation. This isn't punishment. This is conversation. It's conversation punishment.
You don't see how you just put the guilt back on his shoulders?
But guess who did it? Guess who made the conscious decision?
Does the punishment match the crime?
A conversation. Okay, so would you rather me come home triggered every day and you don't know why I'm in this jacked up mood? Or would you rather me be an adult and say, babe, she up there with me now? So now I'm trying to figure out, are we solid enough to where I can keep it together because I love where I work? Or am I still not to the point where I want to see her? Because in reality, no female ever wants to see a female that our man has messed with.
So you and Miss Wimberly are missing what I'm saying. I know that you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. Both of you are very intelligent. Miss Wimberly said, you fucked somebody at my job, which is not true. I said, he fucked somebody. She just ended up 5 years later, the same girl ended up working at her job 5 years later. She never seen the girl till this 5-year mark. Miss Wimberly, that's for you. She says she delivers the message. The first thing I like is that she's willing to communicate and say, damn, I don't want you to be stressed out about why I'm in a fucked up mood, so I'm going to tell you. Earlier, we said it's all about the delivery of the message, right? The first thing I heard come out of your mouth was, guess who working at my job? The bitch you fucked.
I didn't say that.
Of course you didn't use those words.
Oh, okay, so rewind and try.
How did you deliver it? It's the same shit.
No.
You just didn't cuss.
Yeah, but and it was the delivery. Guess who is working at my job now? You ain't never gonna believe this. You guessing. No, such and such. And he looks, just like you look. He looks just like you look, and I say, babe, it's been 5 years, right? We good, right? What you told me is true, right? We good. If I plan on staying there, we good.
Listen to me. For me. If you fuck the nigga and that nigga start working with me 5 years later, I guess men are different. Mm-hmm. I'm not acknowledging this dude. I ain't got the fake no, get the fuck on. You did what y'all did. That was 5 years ago. I chose to stay. I ain't dealing with dude. And I ain't bringing it home to you. This is what I say. Men have to suffer in silence. Because if we even say something to y'all, now we look weak as hell. Because it still bothers us. But we have to suffer you coming home to say, Kelly done fucking came to my goddamn job.
No,
man,
listen.
Who the fuck is Kelly?
Okay, hold on.
Kelly.
Pause.
Because you know the first thing we're going to do is ask who the fuck is that. Because 5 years from now, we don't care about the
You ain't forget her name.
Yes, the fuck we did.
But okay, you probably never knew it. Okay, you probably never knew it. But we're not going there.
But probably only found out the name because we had to get into it with our old lady. So
this is the thing. If I've never saw this chick, I've never saw her. How would I know who she is anyway?
My point is, you'll find out if you happen to find out.
If I happen to find out, this is going to be my stance no matter what monkey wrench you throw. If I happen to find out.
My point is, we suffer in silence. Y'all bring it back up.
My point is, what you don't know is I am an advocate for men's mental health.
Okay.
So no, I don't want you to suffer in silence. If you found out I did it to you and a man and he started working with you, you got the right to come home and say that. Do you have the right to come home and say that every single day? No, nigga, you either gonna keep the job or you gonna leave. Those are the two choices.
Now I'm back under your control. You see this?
But I mean, that's your choice. What we're not gonna do is we're not gonna whine about it every day.
I ain't doing that no way.
I understand you don't like it. I apologize that it happened 5 years ago. we chose to move on. So did we really move on? Because if it's bothering you that bad.
So I would have, this is what I was gonna say. I would have preferred you just kept it at work. Don't come home with that shit. We left that shit 5 years ago.
So you prefer me to come home?
Punishment. I don't think the punishment matched the crime if you keep uprooting the grave.
But that's what you're not understanding that I'm saying. Me saying something to you is communicating. I'm not bringing this home every day. I'm going to tell you the first day I find out, and we're going to move on. This bitch ain't getting ready. She ain't getting ready to mess up my day every day. She don't even get that power. We're good. We're real good. Matter of fact, come eat lunch with me if you want to. We're real good.
Nah, the bitch can't be eating lunch with you now.
No. I'm talking about my man. Come on, eat lunch with me.
Oh, I thought you
if we can get real good.
I'm just saying, what we doing now? Why we eating lunch with her?
No,
okay,
we ain't having no picnics.
We got quite a few comments. I'll let you comment on the one you want to comment on. Miss Wimberly, I still feel like Miss Wimberly ain't feeling my point, but I'm going to let you speak to her point. She said, you can't hold me responsible because, damn, you did it. So what hurt worse, the fact that you fucked around or the fact that I can come to you and talk like adults? What do you think about that? You agree with her?
Absolutely.
And you don't feel like that's punishment 5 minutes?
Me telling you what happened at work today and not saying anything else about it is punishment? When you took something that was mine and gave it away? You're creating that guilt in me all over again. No. You created that guilt.
I didn't create the guilt. Now
are you feeling some kind of way? Are you feeling some kind of way?
You're repainting the picture that we both said we erased.
Guess who got to see this picture every day now? Guess who got to work with this picture?
You don't.
Because of your decision. I got to work with this picture because of your decision.
Do you see what you're doing?
What I'm saying is this.
But do you see what you're doing? You're absolutely punishing me the entire time after you said I forgive you.
One time. Do you understand? One time. This is community. Okay, so if you were to find out, and you may not care because you didn't know her name anyway, and you was drunk or whatever the case was, but for me, we know women are more emotional.
Miss Tamara, hey, welcome to the building. Go ahead.
So this is the thing. If I come home and tell you Joe Smo started today and he get on my nerves, oh my goodness, we don't know this dude, right? I'm coming home and I'm venting to you about work. What's the difference with me coming home and letting you know, guess who started to work today? Kelly. But we good, right? So I'm just letting you know she there. As long as she don't fool with me, I ain't got no reason to fool with her. What's for dinner? This is just communicating and moving on. I'm not telling you what Kelly did every day.
No, I had to throw that little wrench in there to see how y'all would attack it, and I love it. I like it. I absolutely love it.